Bring it in. Let's bring it in, boys. Woo! Let's get it, Cougars. Cougars on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cougars!
This week on the DMV Lacrosse Round-Up, a roller coaster week for the Landon Bears as they receive and deliver stunning upsets. We stroll the sidelines of Walter Johnson.
Good job, Tony. That away, baby.
And bring you all the hits, tricks, and sticks that you can handle. Lights, camera, action.
Welcome to the show.
Here we go, starting it off with a big one. It's perennial powerhouse Landon hosting Calverton, a tiny school in southern Maryland with less than 90 boys in the entire high school. It's David and Goliath, and it's our game of the week brought to you by Motive Pure. Landon gets one early, but then Nick Mazza responds off the post. And we haven't heard the last of him. Hank Brown, nice move and goal. Then Brown to Taylor Valencia. Bears up 3-1, but the Cougars would not back down. David Goodwin from outside. Teddy Secor having a day at the face-off X. He finds Goodwin and we're tied at 3. Dylan Dooley from up top, lefty bouncer. Moments later, Dooley again with the right-hander, and Calverton up 5-3. Second quarter, look at the pickup by Secor. That's worth a second look. Then Mazza with the sweep, and he sticks it. Charlie Schneider with room decides to shoot. Good call. 4-6 at the half. Ball on the carpet and a tough ground ball by Dooley. Then Cole Rainier with room, and it's 7-4 Cougars. Dooley on extra man, tickles the back of the net. Fourth quarter, Brown again. Can't leave him open. Then Goodwin inside. Tough move, and the goal. Mazza, couple of moves, gets just enough space, and sticks it. Calverton shooting the ball extremely well. The very next face-off, false start, and Secor makes them pay for it. Next face-off, false start, Cougars this time, and Jason Murphy answers. Loose ball, another Landon goal by Matt Policchio. Schneider initiates to Valencia, and it's a one-goal game. 5 seconds to go. Landon with a chance to tie, but Ryan Jenkins with a great slide for the deflection. And the win. Landon falls, and the Cougars are pumped.
Oh my God, it's great. You know, we lost one last year. We never had this big of a win. It's the biggest win in school history, and yeah, that's just it. We're just thrilled. We can't even believe it right now.
This is the greatest win in the history of the program, and I couldn't be happier for the guys and the school and everybody that's played at Calverton before these guys. It's just a great feeling for me.
Our captains, Dave Goodwin and C.J. Meinhardt, you know, they started to rally around us, and right since then, since that talk at the end of the first quarter, we just went off.
They came to play, and they've got some players. 27, 9, number 1. Those are good athletes and good shooters.
The game of the week is brought to you by Motive Pure, reinventing rehydration. We're at Spartan Stadium, and hosts get on the board first with a hard-nosed play by Dan McDonald for the 1-0 lead. Tied at 2 after one quarter. Flurry of scoring in the second. Nathan Marks coming around from behind, jumps, and makes it 5-2 Centreville. This rip by Zach Sikora makes it 6-3, and this one makes it 7-4. Marks from Sikora, 9-6 at halftime. West Springfield would not go away. This goal by Adrian Chadwell on the feed from Colin McGavin makes it 11-9, and that was the score after 3 quarters. Colin Stevenson's goal here makes it 12-10, but West Springfield gets shut out the rest of the way. Marks and Sikora scored 9 of the Wildcats' 14 goals. Centreville is 5-0. Good Counsel looking to bounce back from an 0-2 start against visiting Bullis, but Kyler Balestri had other plans. Bulldogs up 5-2. Nick Fields on the break to Balestri, who finds Matt Otzel. Balestri with a rocket off the pipe. Then Balestri inside. Pins the corner on extra man. Then great look to Otzel again. Good Counsel got 2 goals from Luke Bullis. but Brandon Burke held the Falcons to just one first-half goal.
I always talk about how we got to start in the back. You know, it's got to be our goalie. He's got to make the saves he's supposed to and then sprinkle in a couple he's not supposed to. And I think Brandon did a nice job for us closing the door on them in the first half. Helped us on the clears. He's done a real nice job of getting the ball up and out so we can get some transition. Even if we don't score off that, just gets the defense on their heels. And then I think Kyler Blestry did a nice job on the attack.
We just knew if we could get it around a few times and, feel the field out, and we were clicking, so it helped.
Madlax is DC, Maryland, and Virginia lacrosse. Check out madlax.com for tryout information for the DC area's most competitive summer All-Stars program and summer camps for boys and girls. Build a strong case with Madlax.
1, 2, 3, Madlax!
Heading south, one of Montgomery County's best visits the Heights School of the Mill. Nice look by Brad Boylan to Matt Machete on the doorstep. Jeremy Weinreich, showing some toughness, keeps the ball, then hits Matt Leonard, who sinks it from outside. Here's Leonard again. Duck, fake, goal. Nice passing to Leonard. No need to fake there. Then Leonard, picking the corner. He finished the day with 6 goals to go with a pair of assists. Montgomery County action, Sherwood hosting Wooten, and this is Miles Rahm with a great effort to tie the game at 1. Defender Curt Brooks, who had a big day with the ground ball, and he's going to go ahead and take this one to the bank. Rahm inside again. Then Austin Schoenfeld fakes it, gets space, and rips it. Then Brooks with the big stick and the big lefty. Sherwood to tie with their own big stick, but Matt Hoy says no thanks. Brooks here doing what he does best with the takeaway. Jake Mitchell to Schoenfeld, who sticks it. Patriots up 7-6 after 3 quarters. But Chris Voorhees picks up a ground ball in front of the net and ties it up. But then Schoenfeld finds Rome sneaking around, and that's your go-ahead goal. Final minutes, Brooks on the clear, finds Mitchell, and the Patriots win a big game over the Sherwood Warriors. To the Commonwealth in a tale of 2 halves. Sean McShay inside the freshman attackman Chapman Jasian to make it 2-1 Robinson, and that's the score at halftime. Second half, Rams on a roll. Here's Alex Barber concluding a 4-0 run that put Robinson ahead 6-1. Then Barber on the sweep sticks it lefty. Barber with the stutter, the fake, and he's got the hat trick. Senior captain Kevin Wilhelm, big shot on the sweep. He had 2, but not nearly enough, as Robinson rolls to a 12-3 win with 8 different players scoring goals.
If you can stop my lefty lightning, you can stop anything.
And now, Sperry Tents invites you to slip past security and get into the game with the Sideline Pass.
Pass, dodge, motion, whatever you guys want to do, just move it.
This week we get mic'd up with Walter Johnson coach Alan Pohorilis as the Wildcats host Gaithersburg.
Let's go, Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop it, get in. Stick on stick, Ari. Raddick, get above the cage. Cole, ball you man. Midi back. Give it to Chris. Chris, go. Oh, beautiful. All the way, create, draw and dump. Guys, I need everybody back by the track. I don't want to have to say it every time. Good job, that's all right. Hey, just try to put your body in front of it. At least you can catch it like this. If you miss it, it hits your body, right? Hey, look, so far, it's good movement on offense, right?
Robot shot, Michael Stoddard, Rex Silverman, on assist 412.
There's really not much bad I can say right now about a 14-0 halftime lead, all right? This is a time to get better and have fun, all right? So let's get better right now in the second half and have fun. Nice, Jake! Guys, if I keep turning around, I'm not putting people that are crowding around here in. Plain and simple. If you're not back to the track, you're not going in. You're sweating? Nice, bud.
Come get it.
Now you got to learn how to not fall down every time you shoot.
I didn't fall down.
Yeah, you did. Get out of the box. Tommy, 2 hands, come here. Back to the track. If I turn around and you're up here, you're not going in. You still got it. You still got it. Good job, boys. Hey, nice hustle, goalie. Nice job. Way to keep in there, guys. Way to keep in there. Nice game, 12, man. You got a nasty little box fake there. Good job, guys. Good luck the rest of the season, boys. Good luck, guys. Thank you for coming out. Nice game. Nice game. Way to hustle all the way through, guys.
The Sideline Pass is brought to you by Sperry Tents DC. Visit them at sperrytentsdc.com. On March 23rd and 24th, if you're a lacrosse fan, then Annapolis was the place to be, as lacrosseplayground.com and Motive Pure put on a terrific event featuring some of the nation's top teams.
We just wanted to showcase the highest quality lacrosse in the month of March. We wanted to kind of determine the #1 team in the country early in the season.
Playing here in Naval Academy is, it's a great complex, great facility, and so we're feel very fortunate to be here.
The Spring Classic was a great family outing, but the event also drew some serious talent. Perhaps none more intimidating than last year's consensus national #1, Haverford School, from the suburbs of Philadelphia. The Fords came in ranked #2 in the country and riding a 30-game win streak. On the other side of the field, a team riding a streak of their own, 2 consecutive losses, including the stunner to Calverton the day before. Early on, Alex Joyce, who was pulled in that game, showing he's still got it. Then in the second, Hank Brown, he's a gamer. Then Sam Rohr charges in for the Haverford score. Ford's looking to tie, but then Joyce sacrificing his body and moving the goal to make the save. Second half, Taylor Valencia keeps it going for the Bears. And then Rob Dunnigan puts one in for a 4-1 Landon lead. Joyce playing an inspired game with 14 saves on the day. Fourth quarter, Brown hits Matt Podolicchio, and the Bears are up by 4. Haverford comes charging back to pull within 1. But it was too little, too late. Landon bounces back with their own stunner and proves they're still one of the best.
We were all thinking that it was we could definitely make a game out of it. Yesterday kind of depleted our confidence, and we thought that if we came out hard today that we could make a game out of it.
We talk about adversity all the time and how you respond to adversity, whether it's a real tragedy or a loss of a tight ball game. I could not be prouder of this group.
The next day, Gonzaga versus Wooten, and this one was never in question. Here's Alex Corboy going top shelf. Connor Reed to Brian Murray, top shelf again. Then Reed from outside, he's thinking top shelf. We're still in the first quarter. Jimmy Kuzma evades 4 defenders, gets hit by a 5th defender, and puts one in behind his back as he goes down. 8-0 after 1 quarter. Eagles roll to a big win.
Congratulations to Gonzaga.
Over to Virginia, where Paul VI was back for revenge after last year's heartbreaking overtime loss in the Virginia State semifinal. Connor Murphy with a rocket ties the game at 2, and that's where they stood at the end of the first quarter. Episcopal pressuring Nick Carpenter, who splits the double and scores his second goal. 4-3 Panthers at the half, and then Buck Armstrong to Will Davie, who makes a great catch behind the defense. And we're tied at 4. Still third quarter, tied at 5, Matt Lopiano gives it up and then makes an unbelievable save to keep it tied. Murphy, hockey pass from his stomach to Logan Onan for a 2-goal lead. Parmer Shaw to Davie with less than 4 to play. He goes behind the back for the tie. Onan on a sweep, gets past Lopiano, and that's your game winner. Panthers, payback. These teams were never 2 goals apart the entire game.
Sperry Tents, Washington, D.C. offers a range of tents, lighting, and flooring for weddings and events of all sizes. Working for Sperry Tents is also a great summer job for high school and college students. Visit us at SperryTentsDC.com.
Don't look now, but it's time for Feed Your TV, the segment where we let you do our work for us. Here's Austin Stewart playing for ALC in the Triple Edge U13 Championship. Big shot for the goal and big air on the celebration. You're our winner.
Oh my God, I attacked it. You have won the game.
Free t-shirt coming your way. You can't buy this in stores or even on the web, but if you submit your own video, you could be the next winner. Feed Your TV is brought to you by Tommy Joe's Restaurant, serving great food and a great atmosphere, located in Bethesda. Like us on Facebook, where you can make suggestions, and follow us on Twitter for up-to-the-minute news and results. This week's player in focus, Wooten senior defender Curt Brooks.
Curt's really good in transition. He likes to push it, but that's been one of his strengths, and that's given us the transition game. And I think he's got a really good stick. He's a lefty, which is even more exciting for us. But he also gives teams trouble too. He plays really good defense.
Everything off the field translates to your game on the field. You have to have that mentality. We focus on our goals first, and then we focus week by week on teams. We don't really look at the whole picture first. So we go week by week, and once we get down to the playoffs and stuff, then we can kind of focus on our goals then. I use Maverick Juice. I get my buddy Matt Saltzman to string it up. I can't really string it that well. I'm kind of into like the techno house right now, so the newest one each week.
Physically, he's just, he's like top receiver in football in the county, in the metro area, and he's a really good athlete. He's a multi-sport player, and that's important.
It's just like a combination of every sport, so all my abilities from every sport kind of fit really well into the sport. So I was able to pick up a stick, and once I got my stick skills down, everything kind of clicked.
The Player in Focus is brought to you by Madlax. Madlax is DC, Maryland, and Virginia lacrosse. And now the rankings. Shuffled the deck in Montgomery County, Churchill on top, and Walter Johnson moves up to number 3. Langley still on top in Northern Virginia, and Robinson steals the 5 spot from West Springfield. In the DMV Private, Landon loses the top spot, and Calverton has arrived at number 4. Overall, private schools holding spots 1 through 9, and we're still holding our breath for a Montgomery County team to crack the top 10. Episcopal sneaks in behind the strength of some quality wins. Next week on the DMV Lacrosse Round-Up, we'll get wired for sound at Episcopal and blanket the area once again for the biggest and best lacrosse action. We'll meet another standout player from the area and find out who will shake up the top 10. If you or your team need game film or highlight services or are interested in sponsorship, contact us using the information found at automaticsports.com.